The reality is that we know with glaucoma that the Schlemm's canal becomes narrowed. You can get herniations of the trabecular meshwork into the Schlemm's canal. You can get a collapse of the structure. And sometimes these herniations can in fact even occlude the collector channel ostium. And so with the OBD, what you're doing is you're using this to try and dilate and anatomically remodel all of these structures. We know that about a half of the outflow resistance that is experienced, up to half of it is distal to the Schlemm's canal. So it's really trying to anatomically open up these spaces and allow for dilation. So that's why you need a larger amount of OBD, because it's not just focused within that small space of the Schlemm's canal, but also the distal outflow that's beyond that. So that's why you need these volumes, and that's why you gain the benefit of that dilation, anatomical restructuring that then is maintained and helps to maintain a lower pressure in the long term.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. If you think about it from a pressure and tubing standpoint, just a fluid dynamics, you're moving from very small to much larger. And so it takes a larger amount of initial pressure to maintain higher pressures in the distal collector channels, because you have to expand those as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Having viscodilation at your fingertips and the amount is so important. So why? What are we trying to do with viscodelivery? What we're trying to do is push the viscoelastic, not just to stay in the canal, but push it into the episcleral venous system, and also stretch open that TM to cause those micro fractures in the TM, to open those pores up of the trabecular meshwork. And there's data, and you can see even fluorescein data and trypan data, that shows us that viscoelastic comes back into the anterior chamber. So we are actually coming from the canal into the chamber and going into the distal collector channels as well. So the force of delivery, the amount of delivery is so important, because if you're just laying it down,
you push it out and you push everything out of the way, literally, right? And then you push it into the collector system as well. I think that's the idea behind it.
if you do too much viscoelastic, the fear is, oh my God, I'm going to cause a deciduous attachment. It's happened to me literally only 2 times I can remember. So very rare. If it does happen though, 99% of the time, it goes away within a week. So it's not a scary thing. And you can put an air bubble, you can flatten it out. There's things you can do, but it's such a rare occurrence, especially if you keep that anterior chamber pressurized. You want pressure pushing against the cornea from the inside. So number 1, get a good pressurized anterior chamber.
That's key. That's key for everything that you do with mix.
Yeah.
But always keep your anterior chamber pressurized. Then you don't get into trouble.
Absolutely.